Great. Video number 2. So what I have to do now? A listening exercise. So first of all, you have to listen to 3 people talking about their phobias. Answer questions, one for each person. So you have to identify what's the phobia of number 1, number 2, number 3. Yes? Shall we go? It's very interesting. Are you ready? Yes.
.20 1.
Do you have any phobias?
Yes, I'm terrified of bats.
Really? How long have you had the phobia?
I've had it for about 40 years. Since I was 12 years old. At my school we had a swimming pool, and the changing rooms were in an old building near the pool. On the first day at school, our teacher told us that there were bats in there, and that we shouldn't move around too much as they might start flying around and get into our hair. She also said we mustn't turn the lights on because this would wake up the bats. We had to change as quickly and quietly as possible.
Did a bat ever fly into your hair?
No, nothing ever happened. But I was terrified just at the thought of it.
Does it affect your life at all?
Yes. I often feel very nervous or start to panic if I'm outside when it's beginning to get dark, which is when bats appear. If I'm sitting in my garden in the evening, I always have a tennis racket, so if a bat flies near me, I can protect myself. And I can't watch a TV documentary about bats, or even look at them in photos.
2. Do you have any phobias?
Yes, I get very bad claustrophobia.
How long have you had the phobia?
It just started one morning about 10 years ago. I was going to work on the train, and it was very crowded. I started thinking that if there were an accident, I'd never get out. I had a panic attack, and I sort of felt my heart beating very quickly. I had to get off the train.
How does your phobia affect your life?
Well, I can't travel on crowded trains. I never ever travel on the underground because my worst nightmare would be if the train stopped in the tunnel. I also try to avoid lifts. What else? Oh, yes, if I'm flying, I must have an aisle seat. I can't sit by the window.
3.
Do you have any phobias?
Yes, I have a pretty unusual phobia. I'm scared of clowns.
Clowns? Really? How long have you had it?
I've had it for a long time, since I was a child.
How did it start?
Well, I remember I went on a school trip to the circus when I was 6 or 7 years old, and there were clowns. I thought they were sort of stupid, but I wasn't really afraid of them. Then I went to a birthday party, and there were clowns, and they were showing us how to paint our faces, and I found I didn't like being near them. At first, I just didn't like them, but over the years, my feelings have changed to fear.
Does your phobia affect your life at all?
Not really, because luckily, I don't see clowns very often.
Yes. Have you identified what happened? So let's analyze number 1, just this part. What is he or she afraid of? Okay? This is the answer. She's afraid of bats. He has claustrophobia. And 3, she's afraid of clowns, palhaços. So what I have to do as homework? You have to complete, okay? Have you write it? Have you written? Yes. So what I have to do as homework, you have to complete the second and the third part. You can use this video using the audio, or you can use the Google Drive address I sent you some weeks ago. You decide what's better. I think using that address is better. Se você não tem mais, não achou, perdeu o link, eu posso mandar de novo, ok? O link dos áudios. Acho que é mais fácil lá, você já vai direto no áudio. Então, esse é seu homework. Yes? Completou aí? Então, você vai fazer essa parte e essa parte, ok? Usa o Google Drive que tem os áudios. Não achou, um amiguinho passa pro outro. Se não achou, eu mando para vocês. Essa parte nós vamos fazer juntos, together, in the next opportunity. Talvez na nossa aula de speaking, lembra que eu falei pra gente acertar uma data, pra gente fazer uma reunião durante a aula? Yes. So, let's go straight to our grammar today. Let's go. You have to use present perfect today using for and since. Não é since, é since. Essa é mais uma parte do present perfect. Remember, I think at the beginning of the year we learned about present perfect, and we learned about just, read, what else? Just read, yet. Yes, this is part of present perfect, for and since. Let's analyze these questions. How long have you had this phobia? How long have you had this phobia? Em português, you can say, por quanto tempo você tem essa fobia? I've had it for about 40 years. Eu tenho isso há cerca de 40 anos. Since I was 12 years old, desde que eu tinha 12 anos de idade. When she began to be afraid of bats. The exercise you have just listened to. When she was 12. Quando ela começou. Simple past, simple past. Is she afraid of bats now? Yes. Então, ela começou com esse medo quando tinha 2 anos. Is she afraid of bats now? Hoje ela ainda tem medo? Tem. So, is something that started in the past and continue in the present. So, essa é a alma do present perfect. Algo que começou no passado e traz algo para o presente. Traz uma consequência, uma ligação com o presente. What tense do you use to talk about something that started in the past and is still through now? The present perfect. You have to look at the yellow one on the top of your page, okay? The present perfect. Here. Complete the rule for since or for. We use for with a period of time. We use since. Letter E is missing here, so you have to look here. With point of time. Let's see our slide. Ah, much better. Aí sim, teacher. So, present perfect. What's present perfect? Have or has plus past participle, mais conhecido como terceira coluna, ok? Então, essa é a estrutura do present perfect. Então, todo verbo vai ter que estar na terceira coluna. So, present perfect with things and for is used to say how long a situation has continued from the past until now. Okay. For. We use for when you say a period of time. Examples: 2 years, 3 years, 6 weeks. Since. We use since when we say the start of a period. Example: April 2010. So let's see this practical example. I've been in this classroom for 2 years. I've been in this class since 2018. Here in this one and this one, you are saying the same thing using different words. Você está falando a mesma coisa usando palavras diferentes. Então vamos fazer aqui. Estamos em 2020. Se ela está desde 2018, então faz quanto tempo? 2020 menos 2018, tic-tac, tic-tac, 2 anos. Então, I've been in this classroom por 2 anos. Você está falando a mesma coisa, guys, só que de maneiras diferentes. É a mesma coisa. Estou aqui por 2 anos ou desde 2018, se considerando que estamos em 2020. Let's do an exercise. They've been married for 10 years. So here I used the word for. Eu quero que você faça essa frase, mas usando sims. Tem que fazer conta? Tem. Depois você tem que fazer essa frase usando for. Ok? So let's do it now. You have 1 minute. Have you done? Not yet? Let's see. Go. Yes. So, they've been married for 10 years. Por 10 anos. Então, você 2020 menos 10, 2010. So, they've been married desde 2010. The second one. I haven't seen. Oh, here, I decided to use this example because I wanted to show you that you can say something in the negative structure, ok? Que você está falando na forma negativa. Eu não tenho visto, ok? Não fica só preso no they have. Pode usar o negativo. So, I haven't seen, sim, a terceira coluna do see. I haven't seen Michael since December. É a mesma coisa que você disser I haven't seen Michael for 6 months. O que esse M está fazendo aqui? I don't know. So, I haven't seen Michael for 6 months. Eu não tenho visto Michael por 6 meses. Easy? Page 142, na página 142, você tem essa explicação aqui, ok? Então, o que eu quero que você faça? Eu quero que você estude essa explicação, bem como a explicação do slide, para você ter um primeiro contato com isso. É muito fácil, muito tranquilo. E na próxima aula, nós vamos fazer os exercícios da 143 juntos. Se você puder adiantar os exercícios da 143, ok, não precisa enviar não, tá? Tenta fazer, eu vou explicar mais um pouco, nós vamos fazer na próxima aula e já corrigir, ok? É bem tranquilo, mas eu queria fazer junto com vocês. Yes, so that's the end of our grammar part. So let's see our phrasal verb of the week. It's very funny. This is our phrase. This is our phrasal verb of the week, the day. So gather around is to come together around a person or a thing. So example, yesterday 10 people gathered around Peter. I put this A here because it's possible but it's not common. Mais comum é você ver só o round, ok? Gather round. If you go to a book and a phrasal verb dictionary, you're gonna see round. Some of them they mention around. Okay? So imagine, todo mundo estava em volta. So if you say, okay, let's gather around Sofia. Todo mundo vai ficar em volta da Sofia, ao redor da Sofia. You can get around a person or things. Você pode ficar em volta de uma mesa, em volta do computador, em volta da TV. Okay? So let's see how does it work. Someone is going to help us. Let's see. Yes, Peralta is going to help us to see how get around works, okay? So in this episode, in this part of this episode, they're discussing which one is the best cop movie, qual é o melhor filme de policiais, okay? So pay attention.
These in order: Training Day, Lethal Weapon, and Fargo. End of discussion.
Wrong. Die Hard is the best cop movie of all time. One cop heroically saving the day while everyone else stands around and watches. It's the story of my life.
I like Turner and Hooch. Tom Hanks, reluctant friendship with a dog. That hits me where I live.
Nah, RoboCop. It's got everything I like. Gratuitous violence.
Oh, I thought you were listing things.
I was, I'm done.
Good.
Let's talk Bad Boys. That's the perfect cop movie. Mr. Smith looking fine. A hot cup of tea, Leone. Come on.
Francois Truffaut's Breathless. What? Terry likes foreign films.
Okay. There is a correct answer to this question, though. So gather around for the greatest cop.
See? So, get around for the greatest cop movie. Então, ele tá pedindo todo mundo junto aqui para assistir. Yes? Let's see
I
again.
was, I'm done.
Let's talk Bad Boys. That's the perfect cop movie. Mr. Smith looking fine. A hot cup of tea, Leone. Come on.
Francois Truffaut's Breathless. What? Terry likes foreign films.
Okay. There is a correct answer to this question, though. So gather around for the greatest cop film of all time. Please refrain from texting during our presentation.
So that's the end of our class today. I hope you have enjoyed it. See you later. Have a great weekend or maybe a great holiday. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye.